we have to, just a question for whenever you have time. How do I make peace with the fact that I cannot force my family to heal? Can't force them to go to therapy, etc. How do I make peace with the fact that I cannot make anyone change? And I welcome anyone's insights. Smiley face. That's a really good question. It's a deep one. So to me, the issue is not coming to peace with the fact, because we already know that. Everyone knows that. At least cognitively, we already know that. So we don't have to come to peace with the fact of that. What we have to come to peace with is how we feel about that. Or come to acceptance of is how we feel about that. And the way we do that is just by allowing ourselves to feel it. And so when I used to do a lot of parenting groups, parent education, parenting groups, kind of stuff, support groups, a lot of those. And this was a central theme, was we don't control our kids. Ultimately, we don't control our kids. They do make their own choices. And the parents that I work with have a very difficult time with that. That idea is very anxiety producing for them. And they feel this, lack of control, obviously. And so the issue is not, they get the idea, because I can spell it out for them. I can make my case, and they say, yeah, I understand, but I don't like it, basically. So we can accept the idea of we don't control the people. We can accept the idea that we can't make other people heal, quote unquote heal. We can't force them to go to therapy. So we can accept that. That makes sense. That's easy. But how do you feel about that? That's the issue. Hey there, just want to let you know real quick that I have a website with lots more free information on the polyvagal theory, including a page called Polyvagal Intro, which is free. And it's a really basic breakdown of all the essential elements of the polyvagal theory, along with links to more free resources. I also have a free blog and free podcast on justinlmft.com. I think you'll like it a lot. So once you relinquish that illusion of control, what are you left with? Is it anxiety? Is it fear? Is it dread? Is it insecurity? So that's what we have to wrestle with, is those feelings that are underneath the illusion of control. The illusion of control is just our way of distracting ourselves, I think, from, depending on the situation, distracting ourselves from what we're going through. So it's just made up. So once you get rid of that, what are you left with? When you get rid of that illusion, that thought, what's hiding underneath that thought? That's what we have to make peace with. That's what we have to come to accept. That's what we have to actually feel. And once we can do that, and it kind of calms, then when we come back to that situation, there won't be as much of a struggle, and we might have some new insights, some new clarity, some new boundaries. And that's when an actual healing path can open up, or whatever that looks like. And maybe that means less time with that person, less of them in our life. Or maybe that means we're more supportive in a different way, more co-regulative. I don't know. But I think that's where possibilities open up, is once we can come to peace with our own feelings and then return the situation.